The world's most desirable men understand these 10 secrets that I'm about to give to you. Number one, he doesn't idolize women. First things first, for a man to be desirable to women, he must maintain a level of dignity and integrity. A man must cherish, value, adore, love, and respect his woman, but not idolize her. Because the moment a man starts idolizing a woman, he begins to create an image of her in his mind that may be detached from reality. See, none of us are perfect, and all of us need, to maintain standards and remember what we deserve. The truth is, if we ever find ourselves in a supplicating position in our relationships, it becomes very easy to begin to accept less. And then we let ourselves get walked over or walked on, or we lose our identity in the pursuit of the person that we want simply for the sake of gaining their attention. And that is a big no. Never find yourself in a supplicating position. Now, when a man treats a woman as his equal and shows that he respects himself just as he respects her, it will set him apart from all other guys who are groveling at her. Do you understand what I mean? Okay. Number two, he develops good communication skills. Now, one of the biggest complaints that I have heard from females is that the men that they date are terrible communicators. I have experienced that before. They are lousy at texting. They can't even hold a long conversation. They take forever to respond. Or they're just not that interested. All of this boils down to understanding how communication works. Because the truth of the matter is that women are highly communicative creatures. And yes, our brains have communication center that is 2.5 times larger than, a man's. And this is biologically accurate. This is biologically proven. It's biologically accurate. But I believe all that this means is that your man must try 2.5 times harder to match your ability to communicate, not just use it as an excuse. So desirable men are interesting. They're good storytellers. They understand humor. They listen as well as they speak, as both are equally important in communication. Honestly, tell me, how can desire be built if a woman cannot have a deep, meaningful conversation with you? It can't. Remember, the woman is moved by words. We can get our pants off us through words. So if you're a man and you're in a relationship with a woman that you're not communicating with, that relationship is doomed to fail, because women are built to be communicators. So you've got to learn how to communicate. Women gravitate towards men who can at least listen to them and also communicate. Number three, the world's most desirable men understand that they need to be wanted, not needed. Now, here's the thing about being needed in a relationship. Arguably, heterosexual men and women still need each other on an intimate level. When in a relationship, we need emotional connection, we need support, we need intimacy, we need desire. All right? Outside of the relationship, though, the concept of need gets blurry, because nowadays women are making more than men. They're excelling further than men. They're raising or adopting children without men. The fact of life is that men's roles have changed drastically over the past few generations. And for that reason, it behoves on men to earn their place in a woman's life. Now, before you get all upset with me, go back to point one. I am not at all suggesting that men become little puppies at the beck of call of women in their lives. It's just the opposite, actually. What I'm insinuating is that men should flex their proverbial muscles to show how they can enhance their women's already established life. That's if you're dealing with a woman who is already established. So how can you contribute if she doesn't need your money or protection? I'll tell you. By providing emotional support, by loving her, by giving her good sex, by being a good listener, giving her a listening ear, have a compassionate heart, have a hand in raising the family. She needs your male perspective in life. The feeling of safe, she needs that feeling of safety and security, both physical and emotional. She needs booty rubs, she needs cuddles, she needs inspiration from living as your best self. And the list just goes on and on. Now, does it sound like more work than it was some years back? That's because it is. Women don't just fall into the arms of the first man at the dance floor and expect to be taken care of by him forever anymore. But that means that when a woman chooses you as a partner, she's doing it because she wants to be with you over every other person out there. And that is a lot better than staying with you out of necessity, okay? Now, I'm talking about women who are independent, they're strong, they're secure in the bag. Number 4, he puts himself out there. How can a woman desire you if she doesn't know you exist? I believe there are many kind-hearted, good men in the world who are too timid or shy to make a move or put themselves out there to meet women. Maybe they've been rejected in the past. Everyone has been rejected in the past. I mean, both male and female. Or maybe they just lack, the proper confidence. Perhaps they just have no idea what to say or where to go. Now, while I feel for you guys, I really, really do. I also understand that accepting this narrative for yourself will serve nobody any good. Think about it. If you really are a genuine and good-hearted man who has massive value to offer in a relationship, you're robbing women of the privilege of getting to know you by staying hidden. And same goes for women as well too. Now, what's more, you're robbing yourself of your own chance at happiness. Honestly, men must learn to overcome the fear of rejection, no matter how paralyzing and depressing it can feel. And this is how you can do it. The answer is simple. By putting yourself out there more, by risking getting rejected, by saying hello to more women, by, asking more women on dates, by being willing to fall down so that you could prove that you could get back up. So as you continue doing this, you would realize that the world doesn't really end just because you got rejected. In fact, it can be a learning curve that teaches you what not to do next time if you choose to see it that way. Now, if you avoid rejection and risk altogether, you will never even get up to the plate to see what would have happened if you had taken that swing or if you had taken that bull by the horn. Plus, risking rejection shows confidence, and confidence is one of the most desirable traits there is. Number 5, the world's most desirable men understand that they don't need to sell themselves to women. A lot of men think that in order to be desirable, they need to make sure that a woman knows why he is such, why he is desirable. In other words, he would spend a date rattling off or talking about himself or showing his resume or even bragging about his possession or name dropping all of his famous friends. Now, inevitably, your attempt as a man at seeming desirable will backfire because you would come across as being pompous and a try-hard. So truly desirable men don't need to tell you that they are desirable. They show you through their actions, their behaviors, their habits, the way they choose to live their life. They show you by how they present themselves to the world, how they treat you and how they treat everyone around them. See, attraction is not a formula. It's not based on if I say X, then Y will happen. It's an emotional connection formed between two people over time, which means that it needs to flow naturally. And pushing it too hard will have the opposite effect that you're looking for. Now, number 6, he respects himself. Now, here is an honest truth. A woman will never date you if she doesn't respect you. And she will never respect you if you don't respect yourself. Men who respect themselves are desirable because their lifestyle shows that they have standards. They've got integrity. And they also have standards for who they spend time around. how they treat themselves mentally, physically, spiritually, the information they absorb, and what they allow into their lives. Now, picture this, right? A woman meets a man. The man has no interest, no hobbies, no physical pursuit. He doesn't read, nor does he stay updated on current events, nor does he even, put in effort into how he dresses or grooms himself. The immediate response, whether she admits it or not, will be something to the effect of, this guy doesn't value himself. Why should I even value him? It's the fact. And that's why some guys get rejected. Listen, desirable men show that they hold a certain standard of living, which also means that they will hold a standard for how they act in relationships and towards their partners. And this is more than enough to spark interest in any woman. That's how desirable you are or you become. Number 7, he maintains his edge. The moment a man becomes squishy in the hands of his woman, it is the moment she loses respect for him. I'll take it again. The moment a man becomes squishy, soft in the hands of a woman, it is the moment she loses respect for him. Yes, she wants you to be caring. She wants you to be loving. She wants you to be emotionally intelligent. She wants you to be, sensitive. She wants you to be compassionate and supportive, all of that good stuff. She wants you to try to understand her needs and strive to meet them. But none of that means that she wants you to stop being a man. It means that there is more to being a man than pounding your chest, than drinking beer, than watching football, than just having sex. You can still do all of that. You can still do everything that makes you feel manly. And the truth is that she probably will get attracted to it. But if that's all you bring to the table, your ability to build a true and strong connection will be severely limited. And she would disrespect you for that. She would lose interest and respect for that. Number 8, he protects what he wants to attract. Those kind of men are very, very attractive and rare and really, really desirable. Now, you don't attract what you desire. You attract what you project. So if you project insecurity, you will attract people or men who are insecure. If you project drama, you're going to attract men who come with drama. So let me repeat it again. You don't attract what you desire. You attract what you project. It is what you project to the world. That's what you get. Meaning, like attracts like. If you're looking for someone who is super fit, but you spend every night melting into the couch, churning down pizza, it's not going to send the right message to the universe. If you want someone who is super ambitious and very business-minded, but you are afraid of taking risk, and you've kept every idea locked away in a desk, it's probably not going to work. I'm sorry to say. Now, the point is, you must hold the same standards for yourself as you would hold for a partner. If this is making you so uncomfortable, that's sort of the point. Maybe you're not projecting what you want to attract. Maybe you have shitty habits or internal narratives that are keeping you stuck and stagnant. Maybe if you're really honest with yourself, you already know that you're living a life far below your capabilities. And if you are, that's okay. We have all been there. Now, though, you are aware of it, which means you don't have any more excuses. You can choose to stay stuck or choose to make improvements, but you can't choose both. Okay? Number 9, he develops his own life passion. What is it that sets your soul on fire? Think about it as a man. If you don't have an answer, it is okay. Many people don't. In fact, the vast majority of my friends are highly successful CEOs and entrepreneurs and executives who are professionally successful but personally conflicted. This is because our society focuses our attention on what we want to do rather than who we want to become. So we pursue careers rather than fulfillment. And somewhere along the line, we forget that the latter even exists. Do you understand what I'm saying? The truth is, a passionate life is a fulfilled life. Passion for a hobby or a cause or an interest or a personal pursuit, whatever it is, seeing someone light up, because you're truly connected to what they are doing it's exhilarating, it's magnetic. It draws us to them and makes us curious. Interest sparks, which is the first step towards desire. But a man, though, who doesn't have individual passions outside of the relationship will throw his entire existence into that relationship itself, making it feel heavy, making it overwhelming, making it overbearing, and even oppressive at times. But having passions in life is a great way to maintain your identity, your personal pursuit, your individuality, and your happiness, regardless of your relationship status. That's what I call individuality. Owning your individuality even in your relationship. And lastly, number 10, the world's most desirable men understand that they don't have to worry about being desirable. Here's the thing, guys. Women can smell desperation from a mile away. And experienced women can tell when you're just putting on an act or faking it to get her attention. We're not dumb. I'm all blondie right now, but I'm not stupid. I can sense it from afar. The key to all of this, the real no bullshit key to all of this is that you must do it for yourself. Not to get her attention, not to beat your competition, not because someone else tells you that you should. The one and only reason you should be living a life that you love is for yourself. This is about you. Developing your passion, your beliefs, your daily habits that best serve you, and the man that you're working to become. That is the path to waking up every single day and being excited about what's going to happen next. That is the path towards creating a life that you're proud of, regardless of your relationship status. And somewhere along the line, you will probably meet a woman while you're doing one of those many things that you love, that you incredibly love to do. But the magic of it all is that you will be so solid and established in the life that you've been consciously building over time. That so much so that there will be a calmness about you. You're not there to impress. This is me. Take me for who I am. I'm not going to impress you. It's a peace that sends the message of certainty in self. And when this is a feeling within you, there is no more nagging desire for external validation. There is no more chasing women just to feel dopamine hit. There is no more feeling of being incomplete just because you're single. And that, ironically, is exactly what draws more women to you. That is desirable to women. And when this begins to happen, and it will, you will be in a position to take your time and get to know these women that you met along the journey. There is no rush, no pressure, no hurry. Just you and her, and the vision of how your lives intertwine in order to create something beautiful, something magical. Not because you spent all of your time tirelessly searching for it, but because you turned inward and became the man who attracted it into your life. And that, my darling, is the greatest gift of all time. All right then. I will stop here. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell if this meets you, and you feel the vibe. Okay? Until I come your way, when I come your way, know that I love you and God bless you. Mwah.